Hey everybody, meteorologist Danielle Noyce here for the 1 Degree Outside Weather Network. This is your weekend edition. Good morning to those of you that are watching this morning on Saturday, and I realize some of you may be tuning in on Sunday to check the forecast out. We've got you covered through the entire weekend. Breezy for our Saturday. There's high fire danger again today. The wind is going to stay active at times through the weekend. It's just been so dry. The drought conditions are expanding, so that fire threat does remain elevated. Some coastal splashover for Saturday's high tide coming off the full moon from last evening. That does mean the vulnerable spots at the coastline will have a little bit of splashover at the high tide cycle. Seasonable temperatures this weekend, actually slightly above average in spots, at least in southern New England, particularly by Sunday. Great for any outdoor plans, yard work you have planned, taking the kiddos around to activities. We are dry both weekend days, aside from maybe a lone sprinkle or shower across Maine. Look at the predicted clouds and radar here. There may be some that are a little bit stubborn in eastern New England, but otherwise it's a good amount of sunshine that's out through the interior. Central, eastern areas break into it too. Far northern New England and through the Pine Tree State, we may hang on to some clouds through the day on Sunday too, but overall, both weekend days are looking dry. By Monday, we've got a cold front coming in, some showers with it, but not a ton of moisture. So it sweeps through from west to east and may bring a brief passing shower. If that, like so many fronts so far this fall, it comes through, there's fairly limited moisture, and anything that does come down will be brief, will be fairly light, and won't amount to a whole lot. Tuesday, sunshine and some increasing clouds ahead of the next disturbance doesn't come in until the end of the week, and we're going to talk more about that in a second. All right, highs today, 55 to 60 degrees. 40s in northern New England. The wind will be 10 to 20 miles per hour through the course of the day today. I actually think some gusts 20 to 30 will be possible. So I don't think it's going to be a damaging wind, but it does mean that fire risk is up. It's higher. Critical fire conditions in parts of New England. So keep that in the back of your mind. Overnight tonight, low temperatures drop back into the 20s through the interior and far northern New England. Many of us go 35 to 40 degrees with that active breeze overnight tonight. It'll let up a little bit, but it will still kind of keep the atmosphere mixed up a little bit, and that allows us from falling back too much in terms of temperature. Where the wind does ease a little bit, that's where it will be coldest across the far interior. Highs tomorrow, kind of similar to our Saturday, either side of 60 in southern New England, 50s on Cape Cod, 40s in the North Country, good amount of sunshine, and some late-day clouds that may come into the mix. For Sunday night, those clouds do advance in. Most of us drop back into the 30s. 40s along the south coast and 20s in the coldest spots of northern New England. Monday, even though that cold front's coming in, ahead of it we go 55 to 60, 40s to the north, and I do still think we get some sunshine out. So it's scattered clouds that come through for a time, maybe a brief shower. The risk is highest in western New England, and the wind will be more out of the west, generally about 5 to 15 miles per hour on Monday. All right, I want to step off for a sec, give you a look at the 14-day forecast. So the warmest air, relatively speaking, is the next few days, right on through the start of next week. And then Thursday and Friday, so November 21st and 22nd, we may actually get a decent amount of rain that comes in. I say that because it's just been so limited in terms of precipitation this fall. So we get a disturbance that comes in that could bring half an inch to an inch, maybe some locally higher amounts. We'll take anything we can get at this point with the drought conditions. So we'll keep you posted on that. Next weekend, highs around 50. And then notice the coolest air comes in the 14-day forecast for the middle and end of the week after that. So Thanksgiving, which is now on the 14-day, temperatures should be generally running in the 40s, and we do have an increased risk of some showers coming in. There's definitely a more active pattern here as we head towards the end of the month and the start of December. We talked about that in Insights. And by the way, if you're headed to Gillette Stadium, we get the Patriots forecast on our website too at 1degreeoutside.com. Have a great weekend. We'll see you with more weather later on tomorrow.